Bengals have agreed to contract extensions with receivers Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, according to NFL Network insider Tom Pelissero. Chase receives a 4-year, $161 million deal, making him the highest-paid non-quarterback in NFL history, with an average annual salary of $40.3 million, the first wide receiver to surpass $35 million annually. Higgins' extension is a 4-year, $115 million contract. The Texans have agreed to terms with cornerback Derek Stingley Jr. on a 3-year, $90 million extension that includes $89 million guaranteed, according to NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport. Stingley's $30 million per year salary sets a new benchmark for defensive backs. The Eagles and tackle Lane Johnson have agreed to a new 1-year extension through 2027. Johnson will earn $48 million over the 2 years, including $40 million guaranteed, per Ian Rappaport. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
I had the worst dream last night. You were in a car crash, and the kids and I were on our own. We had to move out of the house because I couldn't afford it anymore.
Oh, that's awful, hon.
My brother got life insurance from Ethos, and it only took 10 minutes. And he got $2 million in coverage for around $2 a day. It's all online. No medical exam. He just answered a few health questions right from his house.
Ethos, here we go.
Visit ethos.com/sports. Ethos.com/sports.
Sample rate is a 10-year term life policy for 35-year-old healthy, non-smoking male. Billed monthly.
Attention! Are you or a loved one suffering complications after taking Ozempic or Wegovy? These medications may be linked to serious gastrointestinal illnesses. If you've been hospitalized and diagnosed with gastroparesis, chronic vomiting, deep vein thrombosis, or experienced intestinal blockage requiring surgery, you may be entitled to significant compensation. Call 888-900-LAW-1 today for a free consultation. That's 888-900-LAW1. Paid for by Tort Defenders. Tort Defenders is not a law firm. It does not provide legal services.
I think I mentioned it's a Tuesday. It is the 18th day of March, 2025. I'm Carroll in the newsroom, Jared Anchondo. Good morning, Jared.
Good morning, Carroll.
We survived St. Patrick's Day.
The leprechauns didn't get you.
Nope, not at all. And I didn't find the pot of gold either.
It would have been Velveeta cheese.
Only in my wife's world. Okay. That has been... My wife grew up eating Velveeta, and I insist, I'm sorry, Velveeta is not cheese.
It wants to be cheese.
Ah, yes. But it does melt very well.
Yes, that's good. That's what they call it, liquid gold, you know?
I suppose. Okay. And I think the only thing that I would put rank below Velveeta on the scale of cheese would be Cheese Whiz.
Oh, yes. Cheese Whiz, the leaning tower of cheese.
Okay. Now, I will explain, however, that if you are ever going to have a Philly cheesesteak sandwich, never have one outside of Philadelphia or the environs, and it's not authentic unless it is made with Cheese Whiz.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that's how they did it.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
I got to go to Philly.
Yeah, you go to Philly for a cheesesteak. I'm sorry. That's, nothing else is going to compare.
All right. I'll take your word for it.
Okay. It's kind of like carne asada. You eat carne asada in the Imperial Valley. Nowhere else is it going to compare, right?
That's true.
Okay. Anyway, SpaceX rocket and 4 crew members are headed back from the International Space Station, including the 2 astronauts who've been stuck in space since last year. We understand with everything going on in the world, the 2 decided, hey, we may just want to stay up here for a while longer.
Nice vacation.
Didn't work out. Okay. Anyway, and a man was arrested recently after climbing London's Big Ben. He defended himself in court by claiming he got his dates wrong. He was just a bit premature in trying to put the clock forward. Okay. Yeah, we're still adjusting to that, aren't we?
Somebody's got to do it.
Yeah. Okay. Are you ready for birthdays?
Yeah. Birthday time.
Got a bunch of them. Actor Brad Dourif from Lord of the Rings, Deadwood, he's 75. Actor Jeffrey Owens, 64. Actor Thomas Ian Griffith is 63. Of Cobra Kai, the Karate Kid movies. Okay, Mike Rowe. What a dirty jobs guy, Mike Rowe. Seems like he'd be a great guy to just sit down and have a beer and a pizza with. He is 63. Singer, actor Vanessa Williams is 62. Actor David Kubit, 60. Actor Michael Bergen, 56. Queen Latifah is 55. Comedian Dane Cook, 53. Actor Sutton Foster, 50. Adam Levine of Maroon 5, 46. Actor Adam Pally, 43. Actor Cornelius Smith, 43. Actor Dwayne Henry, 40. Actor Lily Collins, 36. Actor Julia Goldani Tejas is 30. Actor Sierra Bravo. That was my call sign at one point, Sierra Bravo, SB. Anyway, she's 28. And actor Blake Garrett Rosenthal, 21. Local birthdays coming up.
Mark your calendar, Saturday, March 22nd. The City of Imperial invites you to Blues, Brews, and Barbecue, featuring the 13th annual Tri-Tip Cook-Off from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. in downtown Imperial. Don't miss the flavors and the fun. There'll be food, music, a beer garden, rodeo ropers, mechanical bull, and more. Plus the mouth-watering 13th annual Tri-Tip Cook-Off. 8 teams will be trying to win over your taste buds with their best Tri-Tip and delicious sides, competing for the grand prize and the People's Choice Award. Tri-Tip Cook-Off competition area opens at 4 p.m., so you can start sampling the competitors' dishes prior to the event starting. Don't miss out. Pre-sale Tri-Tip tickets are available now at the Imperial Parks and Rec Office and at City Hall. It's an evening of enjoyment for the whole family. The City of Imperial presents Blues, Brews, and Barbecue, featuring the 13th annual Tri-Tip Cook-Off, Saturday, March 22nd from 5 p.m. till 9 p.m. in downtown Imperial.
Let's say happy birthday, Virginia Becerra, Alan Amaya, Alicia Chavez, Bethany Pinheiro, Alejandro Hernandez, Bob Miller, Christina Duenas, Ernie Medina, Jabez Moe, Sally Longoria, Kenneth Plunkett Jr., Martha Marshall, Maxine Oles, Sylvia Carrillo, Trineth Garcia, Virginia Becerra, Alicia Salgado, Blanca Norma Jimenez, John Caltagirone, Norma Montoyo, Alejandro De Leon, Lupita Alvarez, Adrian Castellanos, Cesar Mendoza, and Anthony Mercado. Happy birthday from KXO. And I have to share, yes, Jared, a cartoon fan dressed as Wile E. Coyote, has held a protest outside Warner Brothers Studios. Now, we did some investigation, and George Gale, he found out security was called. They got rid of the guy by using an Acme rocket sledge, a giant mousetrap, and a 1,000-ton anvil. Yes. Beep, beep.
No.
Yeah, well, I have no idea why he was protesting Roadrunner doing well.
Well, I know that it's because they just released a Looney Tunes movie, but it wasn't actually Warner Brothers who released it. It was a different production company or someone they sold the rights to. And Warner Brothers a little mad that it's doing well in the theaters. And they pulled Looney Tunes off of streaming platforms because of it. So there's a little fight going on.
Okay. Well, it's amazing what we learn.
Yeah.
We've got news. World and California news headlines right now brought to you by the Imperial County Air Pollution Control District. They deliver real-time updates about the air that we breathe.
CBS News Brief. President Trump is expected to get on the phone with Russia's Vladimir Putin soon to talk about winding down the war in Ukraine. CBS's Natalie Brand on Mr. Trump's outlook.
He expressed optimism, and he also signaled that concessions over land and power plants is expected to come up on the call.
Palestinian officials say hundreds have been killed in Israeli airstrikes on Hamas targets across Gaza. Israel blames the militant group for a lack of movement on hostage release talks. This man in Tel Aviv is expressing dismay.
I have no idea what is going to happen to the remaining hostages if the fighting keeps on going.
The parents of a missing 20-year-old University of Pittsburgh student making a new request. CBS's Manuel Bojorquez is in Punta Cana.
They're asking authorities here in the Dominican Republic that she be declared legally dead, given that the person last seen with her has been cooperating.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
The Imperial County Air Pollution Control District delivers real-time information about the quality of the air you breathe. Visit the website at apcd.imperialcounty.org to stay informed about air quality around the valley. The website also includes information for upcoming meetings, programs, and there's access to the dust cams set up around the valley. Visit apcd.imperialcounty.org today.
California headline news. The sheriff of San Bernardino County thanking local residents who paid their respects Monday after a department deputy was killed in a crash during a pursuit.
As the procession brought Hector home today, San Bernardino County rolled out the numerous citizens that stood on the side of the road, saluting him as they drove by.
Sheriff Shannon Dykes says Deputy Hector Cuevas was killed in a collision while pursuing a suspect who failed to yield while in a vehicle that had been reported stolen. Cuevas died at the scene, the suspect in custody. Those trying to call in to Republican Congressman Kevin Kiley's teletown hall meeting Monday night heard this.
Due to overwhelming demand, we are unable to connect you to your conference at this time. Goodbye.
The town hall started at 6:30. Kiley's office later sharing a link allowing those who didn't get through to listen in. Kiley saying more than 25,000 people joined the town hall by the time it ended. Animal cruelty charges filed against a 58-year-old Orange County man spotted on camera putting an injured cat into a trash bin. Jeff Scott, California News.
World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by the Imperial County Air Pollution Control District. Log on to imperialvalleyair.org for real-time information about the air that you breathe.
Hi, it's me, your USPS Ground Advantage shipment. Just left the warehouse and hitting the road.
I know. Just got the notification.
Great. Smooth sailing so far. I'm almost there.
Yes, I know. I get all the updates.
Made it. Safe and sound.
I know.
Well, did you know I was with USPS the whole time?
Oh, yeah. I know.
Keep your business in the know with the USPS Ground Advantage service. Visit usps.com/in-the-know.
With Progressive, renters can save on protection for the things that make your place yours, even things that don't make sense to everyone.
People always wonder why I don't get rid of my guitar since I never play. But it's like, what if I actually end up taking lessons? Sure, I've had it for 8 years, but if I get rid of it, then what will my New Year's resolution be next January?
Exactly. So bundle your renters and auto and save with Progressive and protect the things that make sense to you. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates and other insurers not available in all states or situations, covered subject to policy terms and conditions.
And it's page one of the local news, a service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, 3 locations in the valley, at El Centro Motors in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 in Julia Drive, and at the Imperial Valley Mall.
KXO News. A Winter Haven school was locked down on Friday. Here's George Gale with details.
Imperial County Sheriff's deputies responded to San Pasqual Elementary School shortly before 1 p.m. Friday. School staff had reported that they had heard that an elementary school-age student may have a firearm in his backpack. No direct threats were reported, but as a precaution, the school was placed on lockdown. Deputies assisted the Quechan Tribal Police Department and the U.S. Customs and Border Protection Firearm Detection K-9. They searched the campus. No firearms were located, and the lockdown was lifted. During the investigation, one individual was arrested for child endangerment and booked into Imperial County Jail. That case remains open, and the investigation is continuing. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
NAF El Centro Air Show. The threat of cancellation did not deter many. Up until Friday night, there was a possibility the show would be canceled. Fortunately, the proposed spending bill was approved, averting a government shutdown, and the gates opened at 8:30 Saturday morning. And the event ran smoothly all day. The exact numbers are not available, but there was a large crowd enjoying the event. The event kicked off the Blue Angels 2025 season. The next show will be in Sacramento on March 22nd before they travel across the country for participating at the Key West Southern Most Air Spectacular in Florida. KXO Local News Time 7:42.
How about the next time you need service on your car? We come to you. Hi, this is Mike Allison for El Centro Motors and Quick Lane. Our mobile service vans are an extension of our dealership service lane. We will come to you for an oil change, filters, brakes, batteries, tire rotation, and so much more. Hey, while your car is just sitting there at work, we'll take care of your service needs, and it doesn't cost any extra. Schedule your appointment now at elcentromotors.net. El Centro Motors Mobile Service Vans. What a great idea.
County Board of Supervisors meet today. Here's George Gale.
The board will begin the meeting by adopting a resolution. Resolution will honor Kevin J. Speiler for his 37 years of dedicated service to the County of Imperial. The afternoon session begins at 1 p.m. with public comments and board member reports. There are 2 action items on the agenda. One will be a resolution for a declaration of a state of emergency for the compromised integrity of the Kxo Road Bridge over the Yuma Main Canal. Second item is a budget amendment resolution in the amount of $5 million. The public hearing is scheduled for 2 p.m. Hearing will be to consider the approval of amendments to the conflict of interest codes for school and special districts and county departments, including the Imperial County Office of Education, Imperial Community College District, Calipatria Unified School District, Heber Elementary School District, Palo Verde County Water District, Imperial County Executive Office, and the Agricultural Commissioner, Sealer of Weights and Measures. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
State of the County Address. Looks like the county is in good shape. That's according to the State of the County Address. It was delivered last week by the board chairman, John Hawk. He delivered the annual address at the Casablanca venue in Holtville. Hawk said the county is facing some challenges, but nothing they won't overcome. He said the future looked bright with agriculture, the gateway to the Americas, and Lithium Valley leading the way. He said county leadership are in good place with departments using new and innovative ways to get better results. He cited public works with improved and cheaper ways for road repair and new accounting software, improving efficiency and streamlining financing. That's it for page 1 of local news. Page 2 and weather next.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of El Centro Motors Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They have mobile service vans that come to you. Schedule an appointment online. They also have 3 locations in the valley. And remember, Quick Lane services all makes and all models. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. It's a great place for a quick day trip. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. It's more than just a store. They've got homemade candies and treats, fresh English toffee, chocolate-covered raisins, almonds, and, of course, peanuts. How about some orange sticks? Pecan turtles made from a special family recipe, and so many other great things. Not just nuts and candy, but so many other great things. What a great place to visit. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. Oh, they have free tours Tuesdays and Fridays at 10 a.m. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. How do you get there? Well, Google thepeanutpatch.com. Yeah, you'll find directions to the Peanut Patch. By the way, the Peanut Patch ships anywhere in the universe. They have their very own post office. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. What a great place. Page 2 of the local news and weather brought to you by Burgers and Beer, serving the best burgers in town. They have daily lunch specials Monday through Friday. Happy hour 3 till 6 p.m. every day.
IID Board of Directors meets today. Here's George Gale.
The meeting will be mostly discussion. There will be only one action item. That item is to appoint directors to meet with the external auditor. They will discuss several issues dealing with policy monitoring. A meeting will end with department reports. Meeting begins at 1 p.m. in Conant Auditorium on Broadway in El Centro. For KXL Local News, I'm George Gale.
January unemployment numbers have been released, and they are the latest numbers available. They indicate unemployment in Imperial County was lower in January as compared to how it ended in 2024. The numbers are provided by the Labor Market Information Division of the Employment Development Department. They indicate Imperial County unemployment began 2025 at 17.9%. That is down from the revised 18.5% reported for December. It was unchanged from the year ago numbers. This compares to an unadjusted unemployment rate of 5.5% 4.8% for the state of California and 4.4% for the nation during the same period. According to the latest report, there were 13,200 eligible workers unemployed in January out of a labor force of 73,500 workers. Imperial County tied with Colusa County for the highest unemployment in the state in January. And Brawley City Council meeting. Brawley City Council meets this evening. Here's George Gale.
The meeting convenes at 5:30 this evening. Council will receive the fiscal year 2024-2025 General Fund mid-year budget report, and they will be asked to approve the budget amendments. They will be asked to approve the professional engineering services agreement to design the library HVAC and window replacement remodel. They will discuss and be asked to approve the street closure for the upcoming Nuestra Raíces car show. They will be asked to approve the sale of alcohol and waiver fees for the Chamber of Commerce's Imperial Valley Taco Festival on Friday, May 2nd. The council will discuss and possibly take action to award specification for the purchases of rock and asphalt products, asphalt, cement, concrete, and other miscellaneous street products to Masters Construction and Aggregate Products Incorporated. City Council will meet in their chambers on Main Street in Brawley. For Kxo Local News, I'm George Gale.
KXO News Time, 7:49. We'll take a look at weather up next.
Hungry for the best burger in town or an ice-cold beer? Did you know that Burgers & Beer has happy hour every day from 3 to 6? Get drink specials all day like Margarita Monday, Tonic Tuesday, Wine Down Wednesday, and Thirsty Thursday. For March specials, enjoy our drink of the month, the Irish Gold, or an ice-cold Guinness on tap. Our plate of the month for March is Chicken Poblano Pasta. Burgers & Beer, proudly serving you, your family, and friends since 1985. Open daily starting at 9. Burgers & Beer, for the best burger in town.
The National Weather Service says region-wide breezy to locally windy conditions are expected today, with the strongest winds across the Yuma and Imperial Valley areas. Lighter winds are expected through the rest of the forecast as high pressure develops over the area and temperatures gradually warm every day. There is high confidence in much warmer conditions next week, where the Imperial Valley will reach into the 90s and could reach near record levels. 84 the high in the valley yesterday, 52 the overnight low. Wind gusts peaked at 45 miles an hour. It will be sunny today with a high near 75. West winds 5 to 15 miles an hour, becoming north-northeast this afternoon. Those winds could gust as high as 25 miles an hour. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 49. West wind about 5 miles an hour. Tomorrow, sunny with a high near 77. Look for west-northwest winds about 5 miles an hour. 58 degrees downtown, 41% relative humidity right now. The wind is out of the northwest at 7 to 10, gusting up to 20 miles an hour at times. Page 2 of the local news and the weather brought to you by Burgers & Beer, the place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Bring the family, meet your friends at Burgers & Beer.
Imperial Valley Business Resource Center is a one-stop shop for business development. We provide a complete roadmap to success for startups, entrepreneurs, and small to medium-sized businesses. Our in-house services include startup assistance, workforce development, manufacturing assistance, site selection, access to capital, accounting, cash flow management, permitting assistance, government contracting, international trade, incentive analysis, and more. Contact IVBRC today at 760-353-8332 or visit ivbrc.org to get started.
And it's sports time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Hospital, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. March Madness, it gets underway today on AM 1230 KXO. We've got a first four doubleheader. 3:30, we'll start with Dayton, from Dayton, St. Francis versus Alabama State. And we'll follow that with North Carolina and San Diego State, the Aztecs, on the air. Our coverage continues the rest of the week all the way through to the championship game. Major League Baseball kicked off this morning in Japan. The Dodgers topped the Cubs 4-1. First baseman Freddie Freeman of the Dodgers was scratched from the lineup. And Padres ace Yu Darvish paused preparation for the upcoming season and might not be available for his first start of the season. Manager Mike Schilt said the issue for Darvish is general fatigue.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all of your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Brawley, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all Pioneer services, visit www.pmhd.org today.
In the NBA, the Lakers dominated the Spurs 125-109. Trailblazers topped the Wizards 112-97. Kings clobbered the Grizzlies 132-122. Suns embarrassed the Raptors 129-89. It was the Knicks over the Heat 116-95. In overtime, the Rockets rolled over the 76ers 144-137. In another overtime game, the Pacers outlasted the Wolves 132-130. Pistons pounded the Pelicans 127-81. Bulls beat the Jazz 111-97. And the Nuggets rolled. They beat the Warriors 114-105. Don't forget NCAA, the play-in action today, including San Diego State on AM 1230 KXO. That's it for Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Hospital. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers.
Know the real facts. Imperial County Behavioral Health is seeking funds to locate an adult substance use disorder clinic on Main Street in the former Bank of America and County Courthouse building in Brawley. Please attend a town hall on Tuesday, March 18th, 6 p.m. at the Hidalgo Society, 410 South Cesar Chavez Street in Brawley. Listen and voice your opinion. Paid for by Brawley Concerned Citizens.
And right now, it's financial news and a brief look at the weather, brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company that protects you, your home, your business, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Volkswagen's Audi luxury brand has announced it will cut thousands of jobs over the next few years in the latest sign of trouble in Germany's auto sector. The automaker said in a statement yesterday that it would slash up to 7,500 jobs at its German sites by 2029 as part of a broader plan agreed with employee representatives to cut costs and help Audi transition its production to electric vehicles. Audi said that will save them $1.1 billion. And Google announced a $32 billion deal today. They're going to buy rapidly growing cybersecurity firm Wiz for $32 billion. It'll be the tech giant's biggest ever acquisition. The all-cash takeover of privately held Wiz represents a big bet by Google on cloud security and cybersecurity in this period of explosive growth for artificial intelligence. So what's going on? Well, it seems as though that two-session stock market rally may have fizzled a bit. Oil prices are also on the rise as Middle East tensions increase the risk of oil flow disruptions. Looking at the big board right now, the Dow off 223 points at 41,611. The S&P 500 down 60 at 5615, and the NASDAQ is off 321 points at 17,488. Gold jumping $28.40 an ounce. You want an ounce? $3,025.50. Or you can go out to Ogilvy and pan or dig. Oil up 21 cents a barrel.
Southwest Security has been protecting properties 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, right here in Imperial and Coachella Valleys. Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been in the private security business for over 25 years and have always made it my mission to always provide my clients with the highest quality security services available. Your satisfaction is my number one priority. And don't forget Southwest Postal, the only postal center in Imperial Valley with 24/7, 365 access to your post office box. Access when you need it. Located on the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
It will be sunny today with a high near 75, west wind 5 to 15 miles an hour, gusting up to 25 miles an hour. Those winds become north-northeast this afternoon. Tonight, mostly clear, a low around 49, west wind about 5 miles an hour. Tomorrow, sunny with a high near 77, west-northwest wind about 5 miles an hour, then becoming north. 58 degrees, 40% relative humidity, wind out of the northwest 7 to 10. Air quality good everywhere except moderate in Calexico. Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you by Southwest Security and Southwest Postal Service, the only Valley Postal Box service offering 24-hour-a-day, 365 days a year service. Southwest Postal, 4th and Heil in El Centro.
When we say jumbo, we mean jumbo shrimp. Del Taco's Jumbo Shrimp Tacos are packing serious flavor. Crispy jumbo shrimp wrapped in a warm flour tortilla with crunchy cabbage, zesty pico de gallo, and our savory secret sauce. Get 2 jumbo shrimp tacos stuffed with big shrimp energy for just $6. That's right, get 2 jumbo shrimp tacos for just $6, only at Del Taco. But hurry, this offer's here for a limited time. Price and participation may vary.
Best oldies on the radio. KXO, El Centro, on AM 1230. KXO.
CBS News next, brought to you by the Imperial Valley Food Bank, fighting hunger in Imperial County since 1991.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by T-Mobile Business Advantage.
I'm Peter King. President Trump and Russia's Vladimir Putin are believed to be talking about Ukraine right now. Trump is attempting to foster a ceasefire and a possible end to the war there. Here's CBS's Holly Williams.
He'll discuss land and power plants with Vladimir Putin on their call today. Now, Russia's occupying around 20% of Ukraine, has laid claim to even more, and likely wants international recognition for the land that it seized. And Russian forces have occupied the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant since 2022, with fighting in that area repeatedly sparking fears of a radiological disaster.
Israel has ended the Gaza ceasefire with a stunning series of airstrikes that Palestinian officials now say have killed more than 400 people. Israel says it attacked after Hamas refused its demand to release all hostages. CBS's Linda Gradstein is in Jerusalem.
Israel's Defense Minister Yisrael Katz said that the Israeli strikes on Gaza will intensify if Hamas does not free the remaining hostages. Of the 59 hostages Hamas continues to hold, up to 24 are still believed to be alive. Palestinians in Gaza say hospitals are unable to handle the large number of dead and wounded.
The Pope is still hospitalized with double pneumonia, but he's hardly silent on the wars in Gaza and Ukraine.
Writing to the Corriere della Sera, Pope Francis has repeated his call for an end to war, saying, quote, "In this moment of illness, war appears even more absurd." More than a month into his hospital stay for pneumonia and other breathing issues, the 88-year-old pontiff is no longer in critical condition, but it's not clear when he can return to the Vatican. Vicky Barker, CBS News, London.
The White House has about an hour to answer a judge's order for information about why his order to stop dozens of deportations was ignored over the weekend. CBS News immigration reporter Camilo Montoya Galvez.
The judge will decide whether or not the administration violated his court order based on the information they provide.
In a sworn declaration, an ICE official says each of the deportees was carefully vetted before being sent to El Salvador. Their 8-day stay turned into more than 9 months aboard the International Space Station. But astronauts Butch Wilmore and Sonny Williams are just under 7 hours away from splashdown with 2 crewmates off of Florida's Gulf Coast. Crew Commander Nick Hague as the Dragon spacecraft pulled away from the space station.
We know the station's in great hands. We're excited to see what you guys are going to accomplish, and we'll be waiting for you.
On Wall Street, the Dow is down 315 points and the NASDAQ has lost 365. This is CBS News.
If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has plans built just for you. Get the savings you want on America's largest 5G network. Visit T-Mobile.com/choice55 and start saving today.
You ever try fixing your car and realize you're missing that one part? Yeah, been there. That's why eBay's my go-to. They've got millions of parts, guaranteed to fit. I'm talking brake pads for when yours have seen one too many miles of stop and go. Oil filters, because you don't mess around with your engine care. Even got this cold air intake on my watch list. I might just go for it. To keep the ride cool and your DIY streak high. Find all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. eBay. Things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Millions of Americans take medicine like Ozempic and Zepbound. Many of them are overpaying by thousands of dollars a year. These GLP-1 medications for diabetes, weight loss, and more may not always be covered by your insurance, but GoodRx can help. GoodRx helps you save every month on prescriptions at over 70,000 pharmacies nationwide. Best of all, it's free to use. Check GoodRx to save on GLP-1s. Just go to GoodRx.com/GLP. That's GoodRx.com/GLP. GoodRx is not insurance, but can be used instead of insurance, including Medicare and other federal and state-funded programs.
A Houston midwife has been arrested for performing illegal abortions. Here's CBS's Michael Wallace.
It's the first time criminal charges have been filed under the state's near-total abortion ban. Maria Rojas operates 3 health clinics in the Houston area. The state attorney general says she was practicing medicine without a license. Houston defense attorney Will Vaughn, who is not involved in the case, can easily see Rojas's case going to the Supreme Court.
Not so much challenging the conviction, if there were one, but challenging the constitutionality of the statute as a whole.
If convicted, Rojas would face up to 30 years in prison. Michael Wallace, CBS News.
For baseball lovers, this has been a stellar morning for baseball and breakfast, with the Los Angeles Dodgers and Chicago Cubs opening the regular season before the rest of the pack in Tokyo. Early risers saw the Dodgers beat the Cubs 4-1 with 2 Japanese starting pitchers and 1 Japanese slugger, Shohei Ohtani, going 2 for 5. I'm Peter King, CBS News.
My name is Shelley Wilkinson, and I am an Imperial Valley Food Bank board member. When locals need help feeding themselves and their families, they turn to the Imperial Valley Food Bank. As the main distribution center of donated food in Imperial County, we store, rescue, and purchase food in bulk to serve 25,000 people each month at over 30 locations. Help fight hunger and food insecurity in the Imperial Valley by donating online at www.ivfoodbank.org.
CBS News presented by the Imperial Valley Food Bank, fighting hunger in Imperial County since 1991. Lend a hand. Become a hunger warrior. Contact the Imperial Valley Food Bank.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio.
Danger, excitement, mustaches. It's time for another episode
with Carroll Buckley, AM 1230 KXO.
1230 KXO.